What's your favorite Bboy show?
Servus, grüezi und grüß euch. Welcome, not to the best, not your favorite podcast with your favorite Bboy host. And my guest, yes, all the way from Belgium, representing Team Schmetter, representing Battle Droids, representing Team China also, yeah? Make some noise for Bboy Sambo. Hello, brother.
What's up, bro? Nice to see you.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's great. It's great to be here online.
In the Zoom studio, always good, always comfortable for everybody. Your background looks killer, bro. This looks damn. I think we can just do a podcast talking about all of them.
The people that really know their shit are 16, baby.
Bro, this is you only saw the best there. R16.
R16, bro.
Only the best.
Only one that matters is R16.
Only the best were there. So yeah, it's nice to have you here. Of course, for everybody, yeah, subscribe. Yeah, we have to go to 1,000 subscribers. We can do this together. Yeah, comment what you want to see next. Like, subscribe. Of course, Sambo also has a YouTube channel. All the links will be down low. He's a very good teacher, and you will learn a lot of moves if you follow his page. So subscribe now. So, brother, your real name is not Sambo, of course. Your name is
Samuel Revel. Got an English second name or family name because I was born in England.
You were born in England.
Actually, I was born in Wales. I was born in Wales in England, and I lived there until I was 6. Then I moved to France, moved to Paris with my mom, and I lived there until I was 12. And then I moved to Belgium, and then I've been living since ever since in Belgium since I was 12 years old.
Damn, that's nice story.
It is.
So your parents are from Wales?
So actually, we have family in Wales, but my mom and my dad, they're both a little bit of a mix of English and French. So our family is kind of English-French throughout the years.
Nice.
And my mother remarried with a guy from Belgium.
Okay.
So that's why we moved to Belgium at that point. You know, they got married and started. So he became my stepdad. And that's the reason why actually I'm in Belgium, because if that wouldn't have happened, I might have been a French B-boy.
Yes.
Life might have been completely different.
And for people who don't know, in Belgium, they also speak French, right?
They actually speak French too. We have the northern side. It's split. Belgium is split in three parts. We got 2 large parts: a Dutch-speaking part, like in Holland, and then the French-speaking part. And then we also have the German-speaking part.
So, how many languages can you speak?
I speak 3 languages, but I act like I can speak more, but I don't. I actually just speak 3 languages.
Of course. It's how you say it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nice.
You know, the Italian accent sometimes, you know.
Oh yeah.
Make a little bit of fun of us Europeans, but no, 3 languages. Samuel Revel, and the name Sambo, Bboy Sambo, came from my uncle, who is from Wales, right?
Okay.
And he used to always call me Sambo as a kid, and kind of just flew over into a B-boy name. Also, because we had 2 Sams in Team Schmetter.
Yes.
Clarify a lot and ease up the process a little bit more.
Yes. Nice.
Not confusing people.
That's nice. So how old are you on this current day?
I'm 35 right now.
35. You're born 87.
87, brother.
Me too. I'm also 87.
It's a good production year.
When is your birthday?
So that would be February 13th.
So you got so then you're 88.
No, 87.
But then you're 36.
I correct my mistake. I am 36 years old. Bro, this is not the first time it happened to me, man. Like, I once had a birthday. I'm not a guy that I don't like. I'm a weird guy, man. Like, if it's my birthday, I don't do anything. Keep working, keep practicing, whatever. And I had a birthday, and I really asked myself, how old am I? And I made that mistake. I think it was like 27, and I was 28 or 26 or something, you know. And now exactly the same thing. I'm like, when did I actually turn 36?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, but that's not the important ones. 18, 20, maybe 30, 40.
Yeah.
That's the ones you know for sure,
Yeah,
right?
right now this is all it's all scrap metal, you know.
Yes. So how old are you? I'm going to 40. That's how old I am. So when did you start breaking, brother?
I started breaking around the year 2000, and I started breaking because I saw the very famous video clip of Run DMC. It's like that, and I think you were even talking about it at Fees in France when we saw each other.
Yes, yes. I said, do you know who this guy is?
We were talking about Cujo, right?
Yes, brother.
Yes, yes, yes. So he's the reason today why things are what they are, and it's because of that video clip. And very recently, maybe like a few months ago, actually uploaded a clip talking about this. I don't know if you saw it, but I was like, it was a small clip, short clip, thanking him. You know what I mean? A little bit of a contribution to the guy because he said so many.
Yeah, right after Feist, you put this up, right? Or was it before?
I think it was before. I think it was.
Okay.
But maybe
But I think
it
I
got into
saw
the
something.
feed
Yes,
a little
you
bit
do a lot
later.
of
Yeah.
shorts, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and then short clip, just basically thanking the guy, just showing me my appreciation for what he did, because I think so many people from my generation started because of that. So if he had never started and got to the level he has gotten, you would have never been in the video clip, and then we might have never gotten into contact with it. So ever since I started, did some classes for a few years. Wasn't really serious in the beginning, but then for some reason it just like started doing it every day, and just like just being very passionate.
But I mean, for me, for example, I started with my friends. We went into the also 2000, by the way. I started. We went to the Kela, to the I forgot the name.
Basement.
The basement, basement. Yes. And we put the cardboard, everything, like we saw old school, everything. And then we started just dancing there. And there was the older generation, they already danced like 2 years. And then there was like a youth center, and then we danced there. But you went in like you took classes, or how was that?
Yeah, because they had these dance studios, and a friend of mine actually saw it. A friend of mine actually told me, hey, they're doing breakdance classes somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, breakdance classes from the video clip, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm like, all right, let's go there. And asked my mom, I want to do some breakdance. She's like, my mom's a real English lady.
Okay.
She's like, I'm like, Mom, I want to go break dance. She's like, oh, for fuck's sake, Sam, just fuck off. She's like, because I was hyperactive kid. I was a hyperactive kid, and always
breaking is perfect for this.
What exactly? Yeah. We like all the hyperactive people get all together in breaking, right?
Start power moves.
But she supported me. She got me into these classes, and the teacher was shit.
Nice.
Whoa, bro!
You still remember? You still remember now who it was?
Absolutely, it's a guy called Enrico. Never really saw him that much afterwards, because actually the thing is, he wasn't a real b-boy. He was giving breaking classes, breakdance classes. He would give us half an hour of popping. Like this, literally, it's burned into my muscle memory. He would give us this stuff, and then half-hour breaking, and would just learn like knee spin and stuff. No footwork, top rock. Horrible teacher. And I think that might have actually played a role in why I try and lift up my game each time when I'm teaching, because I'm a shitty teacher.
Yes. Nice. And you meet some guys of Team Schmetter in these classes, or how did you meet?
No. The guys from Team Schmetter were all from different cities.
Okay.
And if you look at the Dutch-speaking part of Belgium in the early 2000s, the b-boys that were making the most noise in Belgium at that time, they were b-boys from Brussels, from the capital of Belgium. These guys, Ocean Crew, right before us a little bit, but you had Dynamics, right?
Where's Dynamics from?
They're from Brussels, from Belgium.
They're from Brussels, yes.
Dynamics, they were at Battle of the Year every time, really representing Belgium internationally. You had Namur Break Sensation, but if we're talking like international competitions in the big years when breaking was really booming, you know, dynamics there were definitely up there. And in our part of Belgium, the northern part, right, which is half the country, there weren't any teams breaking through internationally. So when we started Team Schmeta, what we did was, you know, myself, I was like really hungry at this time, right? Like 19, 20, upcoming, getting to a little bit of level. And then each city had like 1 or 2 B-boys that were at, you know, at the similar level of hunger. I'm not talking about talent. Of course, there's talent everywhere and there's amazing people, but you know, to go to international level, you have to have this kind of hunger and motivation that, you know, travel, get hit one time after the other.
And you want to be competitive.
You want to be, yeah, definitely. And learn, not just go to a battle, lose and be like, oh, now I'm not going to battle anymore because the judge is this. No, you like keep going hard. Yes. There are only very few people like this in the Dutch speaking part. Yes. We got together. We made the team, and we basically took the best upcoming guys from the region. And a friend of mine went like, he's a Moroccan guy, so he speaks Arabic, and he's like, oh, you guys dancing together, huh? Shmetas. I don't know if you know the word, you know, like, shmetas. And we're like, hey, that's gonna be our name. It's gonna be Team Schmeta, because I
always thought like Schmeta, because in German, when I hear it Schmeta, it's like Schmettern, you know, like...
Oh, like a slap?
Yeah, no, not slap, but like Schmetterball. Like, I don't know how to say, like...
Schmetterball.
It's not really a word, but I always associated this with this, like, you're the team that's gonna Schmetta everybody, you know?
Yeah, you know, there's so many ways to interpret it.
Yeah.
But that's why we enjoyed it. And at the time, we watched a movie together. It was called Team America. It was like from the makers of South Park. It's like with puppets. It's like they make fun of American
pop culture.
Yeah, no, not pop culture. More like world dominance. You know, the military.
Okay.
They made a pretty good comedy out of it, and we were so into this movie. And so it was kind of like the combo of that movie and our friend that said Schmetas, which means. For the people that don't know, it means in Arabic language, it means to backstab someone.
Okay.
You know, so you're gonna, while somebody's not looking, you're gonna stab them. Somebody you can't trust. You know.
And what was the first official battle of Team Schmeta?
I know this one. Wait, oh man, now that we talk about it, so long ago.
What year we're talking?
Sorry.
What year are we talking now? The first battle?
2009. 2009. Yeah, went up the years. I think the first one we did was a battle in Belgium. It was a crew battle. And the first place would be a trip to Canada.
Oh,
yeah. We were like, whoa, because that was the time we did not get to travel that much. You know what I mean? We were not there yet. And so we won this battle. First time teams together, right? We had
good start.
Yeah, great start. But the thing is that the trip never came. What
the fuck? They canceled the trip, or what?
They canceled the goddamn trip. I don't know the reason anymore. Probably like budget, or I don't know, something fucked up, right? And that was like, now that I think of it, it was like a very valuable lesson, because, well, you know how it goes, man. Not just the breaking game, but life itself. You don't always get what is promised to you. You know what I mean? And that was,
what a great start. What a great start. And then
amazing start.
Immediately lesson learned. Don't expect anything.
Don't expect anything. Don't trust anyone, promoters, whatever. But no, obviously there's a lot of good ones. But I just want to say, if there are young B-boys and B-girls watching, like, this shit gonna happen to you, especially in the breaking game.
Yeah,
the breaking game, you know, it goes all the way to judges' decisions, to behind the scene stuff that happens.
Our reputation gets better and better, but
absolutely,
yes. Everything gets more professional, everything gets better done, and so on. Yeah,
no, I agree with you. It has come a long way.
People have to accept it. People have to accept that everything has to evolve. Everything, not just the moves. You know, everything has to evolve. So yeah. be open to it, right?
Yes,
And
definitely.
is it fair to say that IBE was your coming out party as a team? Like there you made the most noise, and then people start recognizing you worldwide.
IBE, I would also say Battle of the Year.
Battle of TM.
Yes, because also 2000. Oh, I'm sorry. The crew got the first time we won Battle of the Year, Benelux, right? Belgium,
Yes.
Netherlands, and Luxembourg. This was in 2009. The crew, Team Schmetta, got founded in 2007.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
just a little. I just,
Okay, cool.
So 2009, we won the first time Battle of the Year, and this was like such a main goal.
Bro, for our generation, this was the main goal. You want to go to Battle of the Year with your crew on this stage, and MC Tricks says your name and your country.
Boom, the instant history book, instant printing in the history books right there. Yeah. So and that was, I think, the first time, because we did like a pretty good show. Like the crowd went really wild, and I don't know if you remember, we had a show. It had a part with Intergalactic from Beastie Boys, and we all had the red T-shirts.
Okay.
It's pretty old already, but I remember a lot of people really liked specifically that part of the show. It's a very memorable part.
Mm-hmm.
And and then that's when it started, man. More invites for our team, a little bit local first, France and Germany, and then out of 10 invites to an outside country, you would win one. And then
and always was this always crew invites, or also 2-on-2, 3-on-3 stuff?
Oh, it was mixed. It was definitely, we had a lot of 3-on-3s.
Yeah.
We had a lot of, it was definitely mixed up. Definitely mixed up. But now that I think of it, it's like how it kind of became more and more and more and more and more over the years.
What you think is the biggest accomplishment for you as a crew? Is it R16, because you mentioned it at the beginning?
Well, it was R16 Europe. That's the trophy from R16 Europe that we won then, and then we got to
go on the world final.
Yes, and being there was pretty amazing. Oh, okay, so yes, R16, we did something pretty wild, man, especially for this time period. What year was it? That was 2012. So we had more experience by then, and we went to R16, and R16 had the same structure as Battle of the Year. It was like showcase, and then you would
but in R16 all the crews battled, right?
All the crews battle. That's right, because
Battle of the Year, not all the crews can battle. Yeah,
that's true. Well, now they can. They
it's more, right?
Or this
now it's 6.
Yeah, but back then it was only the top 4 at Battle of the Year that would dance.
Top 4, and only the top 2 will battle for the final, and not like now the semi-final and everything.
Yes. So hard. Your show had to be hard, man. So when we went to R16, in the battles, we actually lost by 1 vote against Simple System from Kazakhstan in the top 8. But the showcase part was maybe one of our best achievements, because in the judges system, we had a tie with first place with Jinjo crew. Ooh, and Jinjo. Yeah, bro, Jinjo, especially back then, they were all, that was the back then. Now, 5 years ago, 10 years, bro, Jinjo is no. They're the elite of the elite. No. For me, also how they battle, every aspect of breaking, they cover. It's they're with battle droids, we're crew in a time where crews is not so easy to find, and we look up to 2 crews right now. We're looking up to Jinjo and how they work inside of breaking and outside of breaking, because we went to their studios. Oh, nice, bro. They got they're covering a lot of ground and not just training for battles. You know what I mean? They're doing a great job. And another crew that we look up to that is killing it in all parts of the games is Ruggeds. You can't say anything about Ruggeds. Right now they're schooling everyone. They're schooling on everyone on how to stay together as a team. They're schooling everyone on how to, sometimes put your ego aside and work together for the bigger picture. When you look like this, like Hustle Kids also always represent, there's not many Yeah,
Then
Hustle Kids
crew,
definitely high level, right?
yes, but crew, like you say, crew, there is not so many that represent in the last like 15 years consistently. You know what I mean? There was
No,
always eras of crews, let's say like this, but yeah, when you say it like this, it makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
yeah, well, you know, and you're talking about longevity representing in a long period of time.
Mhm.
Both have done that. Jinjo and Ruggeds, they've been here since like at least 15 years,
And
10, 15
on the
years.
highest level also, you know
And
what I
also
mean?
on the highest level. Even when Ruggeds was still coming up, they were always a little bit in Hustle Kid's shadow for a long
Yes,
while.
yes, 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 yes.
But they, you know, they would go to Italy to hip hop connection. You know,
Yes.
they were always pushing.
It was
And
like unspoken that Hustle Kids was number one and Ruggeds was like number two. But nowadays you can't say this anymore. This is
bro, we're on your YouTube channel, right? We can say whatever the fuck we want.
no. I have
No,
too much respect for all these b-boys. I couldn't say, you know.
no,
But
of course, of course.
back then, Hustle Kids was number one. Nobody can.
And they keep
dispute.
winning every national.
Bro, again now they won in Switzerland the freestyle session 3 on
Yeah, it
3.
looked pretty crazy.
Come on, come
Yeah,
on.
come on.
Um, for sure, for sure. I want to ask for some funny stories of your crew because you had like a run where you represented worldwide, but I guess life happened to all of you and everybody like went their own ways, or how was it that Team Schmeta didn't represent anymore worldwide
Oh,
in
I think a lot of, like you said, life catched up to a lot of members. We with Team Schmida, we had, you know, three different generations, kind of, and with the generation that most of you guys know, right? Um, you know, life hit definitely. You know, some were getting married, some were getting
Yes.
kids, and you know, it's just it was after one battle of the year. I don't remember what exactly, but after a battle of the year, some of the members said, "All right, you know, it's been enough for me," and they kind of pulled out from then. And then we only had 7 members at that point. So if 2 are moving on, that means you're only 5. So that was already, you know, kind of like the beginning of the spiral downwards.
Yes.
Then we had like kind of a new generation, but the work ethic just wasn't the same, and so
I guess the chemistry also not, right?
well, you know, there was chemistry definitely. There was a good vibe,
Yeah.
but I think just like the clash of being a different generation, us growing up with these battle of the years and these you know, these iconic events for us, and I think, you know, generation that's almost 10 years later, they grew up watching different kind of stuff. So the work and the focus lies primarily on just maybe the individual aspect. And you know, there's that, I'm not saying they did wrong or whatever, but I'm just saying that
No, everybody is life path is different.
exactly,
You know what I mean?
it's different. And if they're not working or investing as a team at a whole, it's, of course, it's going to crumble a little bit, especially if you live in different cities.
Yes, yes, yes.
And we also have to say that the scene itself, the game itself, also kind of helped form this.
Yeah. But will we see Team Schmeta battle entry again in the future?
Hey, you know what? After actually, basically, I think 2018 or something, some of us got together, did another Belgium championship. In that days, it was like a 4-on-4. It was like,
nice.
yeah, not so long ago, but in the future, you never know.
And from all the 7 members you mentioned, how many are still active?
Like battling?
No, I mean in the scene, are they involved?
Oh,
in
I think
you know?
actually most of them are still teaching and
Nice.
they're definitely still in the scene.
Nice.
But nobody's still battling. Nobody.
Okay. Okay.
I was still battling last year. Still did I'm not giving up, bro. I was still battling last year, but this year again, an injury. I had a very bad back injury that took me 2-3 years, a few years.
Okay.
Recovered from that, went all out, man. Like did a lot of battles, managed to qualify for freestyle session, managed to I did TV shows, bro. I was all over the place.
Nice.
And then since last year, injury in my groin, and it's been 1 year now, but
Yeah.
it's almost gone, and I'm battling again with
Yeah,
that.
I mean, every b-boy, every b-girl knows this. One injury is gone, the next is coming.
Woo!
Tack.
Bro,
So you already mentioned your sons, the battle droids.
the battle droids.
How did you found teaching?
Oh, so I started teaching very early in my breaking process and at a young age, because when I started breaking, I lived outside of the city in a small village.
Mm-hmm.
And
Name of the village.
the name of the village is Zursel.
What?
Zursel. It's
Zursel.
yeah, it's a small county / village in Belgium.
Nice.
It's like a half-hour drive from the city where I live now, which is Antwerp city, right?
Ah, nice again.
Where we have raw circles.
Yes, yes.
Or had rod circles. And so in that time there was a sports organization, and they were like, oh, you can break dance, you can maybe start teaching. At this time I was maybe 17 or 18 years old. Started teaching, so made a little bit of money, as a young upcoming b-boy. So breaking and teaching always kind of was together.
Mm-hmm.
So at the time that Team Schmeda, like I kind of felt like the longevity here, because I still wanted to break for a long time. I didn't want to quit right there. So I started thinking more long term, and I was like, okay, there's not really a new generation in my city. There's not really, at this time I was looking at Kid Colombia was coming up, a small kid.
Okay.
Justin Bieber, we're just talking about him.
Man, when I saw these kids, I immediately was a fan. Immediately.
They were amazing. And there was at a time there were no kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. It's right. There weren't many kids that was up in the scene.
No, definitely not. And so you see these three amazing kids from Holland, all three of them from Holland. And they had even some other kids. And then I looked at Belgium and was like, this is the crazy part. This is the part where everything changed. Was the day that I realized why the hell don't we have kids like this in our country, and in Holland they have these flying kids. I'm like, you know what? People are just not teaching well. We have bad teachers. And then I looked in the mirror and I said, but you're a teacher. And that, bro, that was something that shifted everything, because then I started thinking, okay, how am I going to teach? And instead of just trying to make some money with this teaching, I'm going to focus the whole thing on building a new generation.
Mm-hmm.
That was the moment I realized, okay, I got to start thinking about what I'm doing. Started developing strategies, and basically taking the knowledge that I learned from traveling the world with Team Schmeda. Everything I saw from the Korean crews, how they work together, how other people teach, all this information all accumulated, and I
put it all together.
Exactly. It just became an injection for the new generation of our city, which is Battle Droids crew.
Mm-hmm.
And so many of the rules, the regulations that we have in our school, and the vision is partially from
so you started your own dance school.
Well, the thing is, this is a little bit weird. I was teaching in many different dance schools at that point.
Yes.
They weren't my schools.
Yes.
Just in my city, I was maybe 6 different places. And I had maybe, at that time, maybe 500 or 600 students a week spread throughout the week.
How many hours did you teach?
Oh, bro, it's every day. Every day, 3 hours. 3 hours, except maybe on Saturdays.
So you always lived from dancing? You never had the real job?
Oh, so after school, I wanted to make my money with breaking. And I was already teaching, and teaching was not bad, but it was hard. And for a long time, I had to, like, for 3 or 4 years, I had to work a little bit on the side in like a snack bar kind of thing, you know what I mean? Just serving people food,
to pay the bills, brother.
Sorry?
To pay the bills.
Oh, definitely had to pay the bills. And it was the only job I could get that was flexible enough to let me teach and let me go battle in the weekend, because I could
Yes,
like
yes.
weekend advance. I could tell them, hey, I can't work that day, that day. They were cool about it.
Super.
So I was happy with that,
Nice.
and I was just making enough money to pay rent, pay my travels.
Nice.
But times were hard, man. But
Yes.
then 2012, the same year as R16, we were at Battle of the Year also again, and they were scouting for a movie. They were scouting people, dancers for a movie for the film Street Dance 3D 2 with Lilu, with K-Mel, with Neek, Just Do It. Amazing dancers in this movie, and I got to not compete, but I got to. I was offered a role in this movie.
Oh, nice.
Yes, and that changed a lot for me, because at that point I didn't have to work anymore for the snack bar.
Bro, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you.
Oh, thank you so much. It was a blessing at the time, because I love dancing, but I also love acting a little bit. That's why the YouTube channel afterwards.
Nice.
And then after that, the prices from my classes went a little bit up, because hey, Belgium dancer and the new street dance movie, cinemas, it was everywhere.
Perfect. You have a better. You can promote better.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah! I'm like, hey,
I'm in a movie. Hello, I'm in a movie. Hollywood. Hello, come. I show you how to get to Hollywood.
Yeah, but it changed a lot, and it changed a lot. And I was just talking to this to a student about this to a student last week, and he's young, he's broke, and we're traveling, right? We're doing stuff, you know what I mean? And I told him this story that at that time, I had to. So they invited me to do the audition first. The audition was in Paris for this movie, and so I had to go to Paris by myself first. And at that time, I was so broke. I was so.
You have to invest in yourself.
Yeah, but I had to borrow money from a friend. I had to get out of my comfort zone. I had to be like, hey, bro, I got to get to Paris. I got to do this. And sometimes, you got to have a little bit the balls to be broke and to be even broker than you are, because at that point, that's when you need it the most. And so like I said, I got the part. There was good money involved. And then obviously after that, everything went up. So, just a tip for whoever's watching is like, don't let money stand in the way of your goals, because money comes and goes. Yeah. Money comes and goes, and if you're going to miss out on an opportunity because of a financial thing, then actually without you knowing, you're going to miss a lot more money later.
Yes. You have to invest in yourself. If you believe in yourself that you can do this and this is for you, then everything will come true for you. 100%.
Absolutely.
100%.
Power of visualization.
Then you said you teach 300 kids every week. Then you select
like more than 500 a week.
And then you selected the best of the best out of them. How did you do it?
So I created an organization. It's not a dance school, but it's an organization. We didn't have a fixed spot at that time. And with this organization, I had a good collaboration with all the different schools, because I told them, hey, listen, I'm teaching B-boys in all your schools, right? You're not going to keep them longer than 3 to 5 years, because when the ones that get good and good, they're not going to stay in the school. And the ones that quit. So at the end of the day, if they have their students there in the schools 3 years, that's good. So then I said, after 3 years, I make sure the kids stay 3 years in your school, and then we shift them over to our organization, where, like you said it, all the best, or let's just say all the most motivated, the most passionate ones.
Yes.
Those one would come together with the other passionate ones. And this was the beginning of the Battle Droids Factory. That was the name of the organization.
You remember how many there were in the beginning?
Oh, it's always been between 30, 40, and 50. And throughout years, the first 30 that have started with Battle Droids, if you look at who's in Battle Droids right now, there's maybe just 3 or 4 remaining.
Okay.
The first generation of Battle Droids.
Already they have multiple generations.
Bro, they already have multiple. Like, for them, it's waves of 3 years almost. 3 years, there's this generation, some stay, and then the next wave kind of comes in, and then the next kind of comes in.
Nice.
It's nice.
So
but
who's
it
the
goes too
core?
fast.
Who is you said it's like three guys. What's their names?
So one is called Liam. Liam Battle Droids. He's first generation, still here today. He's got an amazing style, amazing flow. Then we have a Wayan. Wayan is a blonde guy. He reminds me of Napalm. I don't know if you remember B-Boy Napalm.
Of course, brother.
You know, he got that strong power. You know,
Yeah.
he's definitely and you know, mind of steel, man. He's here after all those years. And then there's like another guy called Jamil. Jamil's
Okay.
not battling that often, but he's still with us. He's still training.
Nice.
You know, some of the older members, they pop in once in a while, but they're not training.
I remember Lorenzo was also in Battle Droids.
No, Lorenzo was actually fresh All-Stars.
Ah, yeah, Fresh All-Stars and Battle Droid came together, right?
Yes, we made the Schmeda kids in for the occasion of the first Battle of the Year kids.
Yeah.
We made a fusion with the fresh All-Stars and the Battle
Yes.
Droids named Schmeda kids. And that was 2016.
Man, shout outs to you. When the clips got online of the kids, how they battled, the routines, oh my God. The routines were off the hook, off the hook. So shout outs to you. Did you have any help in teaching them, or was it just simply you?
So when it comes to Schmeda kids, of course, it's two different crews, two different teachers. But Battle Droids, you know, from the start, it's been a good full-time job ever since, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Working on a daily, and in the beginning, it was mostly just teaching them. But then very quickly, we started focusing on Battle of the Year. So that means extra trainings for crew,
Yes.
getting the outfits ready, making the music. And these kind of things just became more and more and more and more, because now on the Battle Droids in our own city, like, we have a lot of work. Like on a weekly basis, there's a showcase for someone, there's a workshop going on. And also what happened since this year is we got kind of recognized by the city.
Oh, nice. This is always good.
Oh, very good. And we basically have now our own building.
Congrats, brother. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a dream come true, because it's a massive building. There's 3 dance studios, and now we starting to, you know, like, modify everything, make it our own.
I saw the stories. The walls,
yes,
bro,
yes.
and everything from breakdance.
Everything from virtual, bro. Everything. That's like this like the best things for me happened the last 2 years, man. We won with the mini droids. We won the Belgium Got Talent, big TV show, right?
You won it? You won it?
We won it. And so 4 of my young students, they won it. And I also competed as a solo dancer. So we had this kind of story kind of thing.
And they smoked you. Yeah.
They smoked me, but you know, they had to win, bro. They had to. It was just the moment, everything, they had to win, because we were both in the final. And I even told the people, don't vote for me.
No, please.
For the students, which is,
for you,
look at it, very smart move. But
for you, it means much more if they win than if you have won.
Absolutely. If I would have won, okay, it's a great ego boost. But if they win, we all win. Because we also had the theme of the final was Backstreet Boys. So these 4 kids, they were like the Backstreet Boys. It kind of had, you know, a mixed breaking with like some boys band style. People loved it. And the last 30 seconds, we had all the crew come up. And they were like the background dancers.
Damn.
And they were, you know, they're the small kids. So we lift them up. We do the flips and blah, blah, blah. Like, so the final was literally all of us. So it was like,
in the end, all of you won.
All of us won. Like the 4 minis won, but they just, it's the whole surrounding that kind of everybody was happy.
I also teached. I actually stopped teaching now, but I also teach a long time, and like I said, it's the best feeling when your student gets to get better, accomplishes stuff, wins battles, everything. It's the best feeling.
Bro, it's amazing. It's amazing. But you know, I'm talking about it here like it's all sunshines and rainbow. But
no. Hard work.
Bro,
hard work.
You know, a lot of difficult things happened over the years, man. You're losing students.
Yeah.
No, it's a constant fight
And
to
to get
try.
to this level, to do these moves and to have these routines, this is only hard work. No talent gives you this. No talent. Forget it.
Absolutely not.
So we talked a lot about battles now, and you guys, it's now 10 years ago.
10 years.
The time.
This summer is going to be 11.
This is your time, huh? So end of 2000, so around 2010, this was the time of the raw circles. So if you don't know raw circles, it's what the name says. Yeah. I was never there, unfortunately, but when you saw the battles, the top 16 battles, it was really the creme de la creme. Really. So hype battles. The music, always on point.
DJ Jabel.
My God, everybody danced to his mixtapes. Everybody. So I want to talk a little bit about this. How did this idea came up for Raw Circles, and how was you involved in this the organization of the event?
The main organizers of Raw Circles were two guys. It was DJ Jabel. He was one of the organizers, and then it was Ziri Alexander from Team Schmidt.
He also was the MC, right?
He was also the MC for some editions. Yes. Raw Circle started out small, man. It started out as a 3-on-3 small event, and then they started putting in the work and get support from the city, and they it expanded to there was one edition that was like kind of in between both. It was still a little bit small, but they already had a more upgraded location, and they started inviting some more expensive judges and even some few teams from Europe. Mm-hmm. And then the year after that, I don't know how we did it exactly, but they got the sponsors, they got what they needed to get to bring the level up at a good scale.
Yes.
And I think Alexander and Jabel, they just made very good selections of who to invite.
Yes.
Like really good teams and from over all the world. And yeah, man, we bring them together, and Alex understood a lot of things on how to organize an event that at that time not so many promoters knew about. He knew how to make the good size of the stage. Mm-hmm. He said he always said this good sound system is important. If you got a good sound system and the location is right, you're gonna have a good jam. You gotta have a good DJ, of course, but he paid attention to these things because that's what he wanted. He wanted an event that everybody remembered, and that was a little bit the slogan. It was called Rock to be Remembered. So yeah, and so I think there were I think 3 or 4 very successful editions of Raw Circles, inspired a lot of people. A lot of people watched the videos, such as yourself. And
when Raw Circles came, everybody was just talking about Raw Circles. You know what I mean? So I guess, of course, World Bboy Classics was also there. But I think it was on the top of the tops, Raw Circles. You always was excited to see the battles when they came up. So crazy. So you just helped, what can I do here? Like, what I do there?
Most of the time I was involved as an MC.
Nice.
I did 1 or 2. No, well, some edition. I think 1 or 2 editions I emceed the main event. Mm-hmm. One of the beginning ones, it was like my first time upcoming as an MC, but I always, because I teach a lot, I got an easy time.
Yeah, how to talk to people a lot.
Yeah. So kind of like when the first time I was hosting, maybe it will relate to you also, but first time I was hosting, I told myself, this is my class. So it helped me to just be more
yes
going,
more
right, and not put on a show, but basically communicate with them. Yeah, so MC, or I would be in the lineup. At that time, I think 2 or 3 years, I also danced at Raw Circles. Yeah, because these were not my best years, but I think maybe my fittest years. But I hate watching myself from back in those days, man, when I used to dance.
What do you think was the hypest edition?
Bro, I don't even remember, man. Like 2000. I don't know, man. I
Or
don't know.
let's say this. What memories do you have from our
A
circles?
great memory I have was when
Mhm.
Luca came over.
With Negin.
No, he wasn't with Nagin. He was with I'll look it up right here.
I had the same idea.
Clesio. You don't see Clesio.
Oh yes. The
Yes,
2013
and
edition.
I remember Luca being there, and then some round he did like the head air chair, like really fast. Da, 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 da. And in the mic, I just started screaming, "Luca, the machine gun!" And like that was the theme for the whole night. And since then, every time I see him, I call him that.
Nice.
It was like really cool, memorable moment. Otherwise, yeah, there were so many good rounds. I remember Laguette and Bruce Almighty winning maybe all of the important editions.
Bro, this is that time they were untouchable.
Untouchable.
You
Perfect
couldn't
duo.
do anything to beat them. It was not possible. This was also nice when also nice to watch, not nice for Laguette when Thesis jump over him.
No, man, I want to see that one again.
You remember? You remember?
Jesus. This was at Raw Circles?
Yeah. The Laguette has a move when he sits and then he counts down 3, 2, 1 and shows to his side. And Thesis saw this and then he side flipped over him.
Let me just check this.
Oh shit.
Bro, I didn't even remember this, man.
Crazy.
Bro, I didn't even remember. I just saw it right now. That was pretty close, man, because
Bro, fanatic. Oh my God.
Fanatic. What the fuck? Bro, Fanatic really shocked people, man.
Bro,
See him
people
live,
don't know.
bro.
People
See him
don't
live.
know. But it was long time this crazy, but people didn't know, man.
Or they didn't even understand. They didn't even understand. Like,
yeah,
he was far, man, because he had that great flow. Isaiah also really amazing flow mixed with the flexibility.
Oh, nice.
You know,
Nice.
actually, now that we're talking about flexible b-boys these days, the style is gone, bro. The style of flexible breaking is just almost not done anymore. All right, let's just say if you go to an event, right? Let's say IBE one-on-one.
You don't have a pure flex guy. Maybe flexholic, but he's not really.
No, he's not even in the scene, and like he's
I don't see him battle anymore.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you go to IBE, you look at the whole qualifier, right? 350 b-boys. If you try and look at like at least one guy that uses really like extreme flexibility, bro, close to zero, maybe like 2 or 3.
Oh, that's it.
Nobody at a high level.
You're right. Back then, all the Rabalexes and the Circus Runaways and the Freakazoids don't have this anymore. Don't have this anymore.
It doesn't. It's like, I think like social media, YouTube, and you know, it's pushing everybody a little bit in one direction. A lot of people breaking more similar these days.
I like to say, I said also in the beginning, for our generation, it was always Battle of the Year with your crew. And this generation is now, I want to go to BC1 and win alone. You know, it's not bad to do it, but it's a different approach than we had, you know. And now you need a formula. And you know what the formula is? 5, 6, 7, 8, freeze. You know, so the styles are gone, like you say. Not so many characters anymore. And then when you see a Flea Rock at BC1, everybody went crazy. Then you see a character again.
Yes.
So that's definitely missing. We need to bring back the characters in breaking.
Bring back the characters in breaking. Bring back, you know, you look at the old battles. Well, not the old school battles, but around the year 2000, early 2000s and 90s. You look at Out for Fame, Freestyle Session, these kind of events. Everybody had their own style.
Yeah, and they have the specialists. When someone did power, oh, it does flare windmill, bro. You go. You have flare windmill.
Go.
Oh, he do top rocks and foot rock, bro. Go. You go. you know, and now everybody's complete.
Everybody's complete. Everybody got the halos, the tap mills, and the
Everybody.
reverse 6-step. Everybody's got it.
Ah, man. Hey, you mentioned that Raw Circles was your first time emceeing. And I mean, look, with so many topics, man, it's crazy. You're a b-boy, you were a teacher, also an MC. How did you develop your MC style? And when did you thought to yourself, I don't do just Raw Circles now, I want to do international events too?
Also, funny story. So a lot of my decisions come from reflection. So when I started the teaching, it was because I noticed, hey, actually I'm teaching, but I don't have good students. So it's time to step up. When it came to emceeing, in this time, brother, you're going to confirm this, definitely. Events were not just late. Events, the time schedule, it didn't even exist. Right?
And also because not only of the dancers, but because of invited guests also. And
bro, there was not a single event that would start on time, finish on time, or even supply the dancers with valuable information. Like, when is it your turn to dance? Is it going to be 3 rounds or 5 rounds? You know what I mean? Like, there's no
total chaos.
Total chaos. And as a b-boy in that time, this really like irritated me. So and when I started to MC, the main motivation was like, okay, I'm going to be the guy that starts and finish the events on time, like as usual. And that's usually when I do events, I do qualifiers fast. You know, I get it done quick, and I try to be very reliable, a very reliable source of information for all the dancers that are there.
Because you as a b-boy, you know what you want to hear.
Exactly, bro. So I would, yeah, that was my main motivation. Just, you know, get it done right, get it done fast, get it done clean, and still keep that flavor, keep that vibe, yo. You know what I mean? Like, that was the main motivation. Besides that, I never really, you know, focused on being an MC. But it was kind of like, oh, let us do that. And then some people picked up, hey, I like Sambo as an MC, and then I got to do IBE, and I got to do, you know, a lot of Belgium events. Definitely. Nice. Or Porto. I'm going to be MC again at the Porto World Battle.
Oh, nice! It's a nice event. Yes,
it's a very nice event, and also for the qualifiers of the World Breaking Classic, which is
yes. I saw it. You know Shaolin from True Crew?
Yes,
he's actually my best man from my wedding, and he told me he's invited first time, and I saw the lineup, and I saw you also hosting there. Crazy.
Hey, that's great. You guys are good friends, huh?
Yeah. He let's say this. He and True Crew brought in a time where I lost my love for dancing. They showed me again that. Like I said before, everything from breakdance. So everything I have in my life is from breaking. And then when I got my love again for breaking, my life got a lot better again.
What did they do? Did they call you out?
No, not really. It was like here
not motivated anymore.
Yeah, stuff like this happened too. But it was we had in Zurich, we had at the lake. There is a Theaterspektakel, it's called. It's like 3 weeks, and they invite artists from every aspect of artistry, dancing, singing, everything, like comedians, magicians, and they can perform their art like street shows, you know? And every morning they pick a number out of the hat, and then maybe they're on the big stage or they're just on the small stage. So it's fair for everybody, you know? And the guys was staying there, and I lived like 5 minutes away from them, where they always performed. And then we started to chill together more. I knew them before, but then we really connected well. And then they invited me to come and dance with them, you know, because I lost my love for dancing. They said to me, "Come, Nana, you dance with us." And they also dance with Suicide Lifestyle. You know Suicide Lifestyle?
Of course.
And for me, I'm born in Vienna. I started dancing in Vienna. I'm since 2006 in Switzerland. And for Vienna B-boys, Suicide Lifestyle is...
Yeah.
No Suicide Lifestyle, no Vienna B-boys. And True Crew and Suicide Lifestyle, so they gave me love for dancing again. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. It's weird how, nothing is a coincidence.
Nah, brother, I also believe it. I also believe it. Nothing is coincidence. And now we said you're a teacher, you're MC. You're also now a national coach, and not for Belgium, not for France, not for Wales. No, you are the coach of China.
Yeah, that's
So please tell us, how did the Chinese government came to you?
so it's all thanks to somebody I look up to tremendously, which is B-Boy Munir.
Oh, shout outs to him, yes.
Yes, Munir basically runs the program, and so he was looking for reliable coaches.
So he's the head coach and
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he runs the whole program, and it's an amazing program. It's massive. It's bro, not gonna lie, is the most developed breaking Olympic program in the planet right now, miles ahead.
China?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. We have a team of wonderful coaches that fly out. They always have a coach. They always have a coach out there. I started since last year, or maybe a little bit longer.
Mhm.
And I'm between 4 and 6 months a year. I'm probably going to be in China or with the Chinese team.
Okay.
And so we have different coaches that go in and out. And he called me up one day, and he knew he knew that I wasn't working for the Belgium Federation, because we had some, there's it didn't go very smooth out here in Belgium.
Mhm.
And so he called me up. He's like, "Hey, I got maybe some cool little proposal for you." And he talked about it first, give it some time, because I had to think about it, because I'm going to be in China for a lot of time. I have my school here,
And China is not like 1 hour with the flight or
no,
something.
no. My last flight from yesterday, it was it was like 19 hours. It was crazy. So I had to think about it, but it was an amazing opportunity, and yeah, I went for it. And
Nice.
it was scary in the beginning, because it was still during the COVID times. You know what I mean? It was still like wrapping
And
up.
I mean, the communication, you speak Chinese, bro?
No. So that's what I'm saying. The program is crazy. We actually have 3 people that are translators in the team. They do also other things in the team, but there's a lot of people involved. Like I just came back from this training camp. We had close to 30 B-boys and B-girls that were training, getting ready for the Asian Championships that is coming up next week. And then the staff and the crazy hierarchy, and everybody knows their job, and everybody, for me, the team is amazing. It's an amazing team, from the students, or not even students, athletes, to the colleague coaches, to the staff members. It's professional shit, bro.
So
And
it only
I'm proud to
because
be part of the Chinese team.
breaking is in the Olympics, all the B-boys got this, all the B-boys and B-girls got this support from the state.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, absolutely. And China was always kind of isolated.
Mhm.
They had the scene, they have their things.
But they never really made some noise.
Exactly. But I think 2 parts, because one, they didn't have, for a long time, didn't really have the right knowledge,
Mhm.
or missing some knowledge
Mhm.
partially, and then they don't speak the English, and plus their social media is different. They
Yes.
have, it's they're very separated from us.
Mhm.
But the Olympics opened up the doors for the breaking scene, and all of a sudden, we're having international camps, bringing the Chinese over here for some events, and all of a sudden, everybody knows China. Everybody knows China by now.
So you see any big differences in teaching Chinese kids and Belgium kids?
Yeah. Oh, bro. Well, the kids, kids are kids. I worked with I got an amazing video on my YouTube channel where I work on cleaning air flares and working on some air flare variations with some Chinese kids.
And I saw, and then they do the other side, right?
Yeah, that was one of the
Go into the
exercises.
windmill, try to go into the wind. Yes, very nice. Oh my God, bro, this holy shit, these kids, man.
Yeah, these kids are crazy, definitely. But you gotta be honest that kids are kids, and they in Belgium and in China, they gotta be disciplined. Like, you got to know your stuff, man. You got to know how to teach kids, definitely. But what I do feel the biggest difference is working with Olympic athletes that are really going for an Olympic program, and kids or people that are not that professional yet, or maybe not that dedicated yet. That's where I feel the biggest difference, because
different goals, right?
Different goals, or maybe just like, maybe one big part knows their goal, like, people that are in the Olympic program, because here in Belgium I also have Camille, and we have Excel. They're also trying to get to these Olympic, to this Olympic level. But then there's a lot of people that just don't know yet.
Yeah.
They just don't know yet. And that's where
of course, the environment plays a big role. You know what I mean? If you have 15 motivated guys, it's different than when you have 2, right?
Yeah, no, it is. It's definitely.
Yeah.
But the crazy part is when you're working with these athletes. Now, I just came back from a 2-week training camp, right? Everybody is there all day, every day. There's no, hey, I can't come because of this. There's no excuses, bro.
Yes.
Zero excuses. So me as a coach, I can just do the work, and I'm only focused on coaching, because also they provide the food, they provide the place to sleep, they provide everything for us, transport. I'm not even driving, so all the time, all the energy is focusing on the coaching.
You're always in a good space. You always feel good.
I feel amazing. I feel definitely amazing. No, but that's why I love to teach over there. I love to be in China, because
also as a teacher, if you see your student gets it at first try, it's more fun to teach. You can test him more and more and more. Try this stuff I could never do. Try it.
Bro, definitely. You try to give them out everything you never could do.
So you are a big fan of the Olympics?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The team I work with, there's definitely some very good qualities that come with the Olympics, but there's a lot of difficult things that happened for me and my crew because of the Olympics. A lot of it divided a little bit the people, and it created complicated situations, in my experience. And it's a little bit both. And also I'm not really super happy with all the hand gestures, you know what I mean, these kind of things. And I understand that, okay, they're not things to broadcast to a large audience, to a big audience,
but it's a part of the battle.
You know what I mean? And so I'm not gonna be like, oh,
I just hope they don't have to wear some uniform and can rock wherever they want, because it's important to look good and feel good, and not uniform something. I mean, like we said, we need more characters, and when you put the uniform, I don't think it's a good idea.
No. Well, so far it's not really an issue, but it might come though. Yeah, so those are the things I'm not quite happy with,
Yeah, we will see if I mean, the first edition will be good, like exposure-wise. Millions of people will see breaking for the first time, and will be excited, and will start taking classes, and sponsors will put more money and everything. But what people don't see, I see it as from the organizer side, the dancers are exhausted. They don't want to travel so much. I mean, for us, from our generation, if you think about this, man, be happy. You can travel every month in different continents just to break, Well, of course, I understand the athlete side too. You want to perform always at the highest level, but you're exhausted. Your inner clock gets crazy, and then we want to invite people for our jams, and they say, no, I cannot. I have to rest this weekend because next week is this and that. So it brings a lot of good things, but also a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
So let's see if after 2024, if there's another edition. Let's see.
You know what I'm hoping? That 2028 will be crew edition.
Ooh.
That would for me make a lot.
Maybe they do one-on-one and crew.
Oh, that would also be
I
good.
think this would be
One-on-one
the
and
best.
crew.
One-on-one.
Yeah, more spots for everyone, and no,
More.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. But
Yeah.
it's
We'll
money,
see. We'll
costs more
see. We'll
money.
see. You will be there for sure with the Chinese team, I guess.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna
Yeah.
be there. Of course, we gotta have somebody qualify, right? But I think somebody's
You
gonna
have
get
it. I mean, there was this in Africa now where they the 2-1 in North America was the one. No, in Chile they did the one for Pan America.
Mhm.
And you have one for Asia.
Yeah,
And
Asian Championships. It's the next week.
but how, because Asia has so many countries, is there only also only the first place directly qualified?
Yes, first place get directly qualified, and I think the top four get qualified for OQS.
Ah, yes, yes, the like the last chance qualifier.
Yeah, less
Yeah.
chance events that pop
Yeah.
up for Olympics. Yeah.
So how you think the Chinese will do in this one? You think they will be on top?
Oh, I think they're gonna do amazing. They're
Yeah.
gonna do great. I think you're gonna see a lot of Chinese flags
Who do
in the
you
top 32.
who you see as the biggest competitors against the Chinese?
Bro, Japan, definitely. Yes, sir. Yeah, in the Asian countries, yeah, definitely. Russia also, but Russia is kind of out for the moment.
Man, this is also so crazy because they do their own events, right?
Yep.
Bro, this is also highest level. They don't need any others.
Well, Russia is no joke, man. Russia, yeah.
Nah,
Like
nah.
we're kind of lucky there's no Russians.
Bro, I mean, a lot of dancers in these rankings would lose their points, would lose their sponsors and everything if the Russians would dance. Yeah.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
we don't want to get in all to this stuff.
No.
We have a category in our favorite Bboy show is your favorite 5. Yes. So we go classic, always your favorite 5 B-boys. Doesn't have to be 5, can be 2, can be 6, but
Yeah,
5
man.
is the favorite B-boys.
So definitely who I'm gonna pop up is K-Mel.
Shout outs.
K-Mel, big inspiration for me. Grew up really watching his DVD on loop. Musicality wise, character wise, he's a complete B-boy.
He's the B-boy.
Bro, it's a real B-boy. So definitely love to this guy. B-boy Kirk, Javi Coro.
Happy Coro. My God. Oh my. How? From where? All of a sudden he's spinning and he goes, what? No.
Kirk, Javi Coro, man, missed the magic. And also strong musicality.
Oof.
Lyrical musicality.
On point.
Strong character, really strong adaptation of the emotion behind the song and putting it into his body posture and everything. And also power move, everything.
Bro, high level, highest level.
Bro, high level and long legs. So he would do like a move and
So crazy.
All the way up here.
That made it look even more crazy. You know what I mean? It's fascinating. Yeah. Just fascinating, Kirk.
And then I'm gonna give you. It's just my top. I'm gonna give you my top 3. The third one is gonna be Omar Jive Turkeys.
Yeah, USA. The first BC1 champion.
The first BC1 champion.
He was untouchable. This time he was untouchable. You cannot smoke him.
He was in the future, bro.
Smoke him.
Oh, he was definitely in the future.
So innovative with his power and his style. He was like one of the first who really had everything. He had the high power, but he also had the high style. He had footwork, he had originality, he had all the freezes.
Yeah. And his power move was not like just air flare, swipe. You know what I mean? It was like elbow, hand, down.
Crazy variations.
Boom, boom.
Crazy variations.
Like, he was already like very far in the technical, point of the elbow.
Ooh. Yes.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if he was the innovator of this move, but he did them really, really crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, maybe. I'm not sure, actually. Chico also did them, but I think it was after him. But
yeah.
Yeah. We never know with the game. We did what first, bro?
1.5.
Yeah. That was Shorty. Brickhead's crew.
Shorty Brick, yes. Shorty Brick.
Shorty Brick at IBE. Flair, and he went here, 1.5.
Bro, this whole edition is a Bible. This is a Bible.
It's a Bible, bro.
Bro, if you don't know these battles, you don't know breaking. Yeah.
Oh, IBE, legendary.
I'm a real narcissist in a Nazi in stuff like this. You have to know this if you're living our culture. So your favorite 5 big girls.
Talk about big girls that okay, so I'm maybe more recent, right? Because the big girls these days, they're really killing it. In no particular order.
No particular. His favorite, not best.
Yeah. So the Firebird is really give her a massive respect, man, because she's really on some next level stuff, man. Like, phew. Like most guys don't get this level of power. You know, like most.
Bro, last year I was in Slovenia and they was warming up. She was there, Tsuki was there, Kaku was there. In the cypher, everybody does their spin. Bro, Firebird went into the cypher, she smoked everybody.
Really?
Bro, because you know, in the cypher, you try it. The first one is not maybe so good. The second one is maybe 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Bro, every time she hit it 10, 12, 15 rounds. Every time.
Elbow spin?
Every time, bro. Every time. Every time.
But she's crazy. So, and also, like we were talking with Omar, not just air flare. No, it's air flare, one-handed elbow, hand up, down, you know, levels and
variations, yes.
So that's, you know, big props to her. And then you know, 671, definitely amazing B girl.
Can you tell me please why her name is a number?
Yes, definitely. So her in China, her B girl name was Lil Qingyi. Qingyi is her name.
Okay.
Lil Qingyi. And if you take those 3 words, they in Chinese, it sounds like the number 671.
Oh, okay.
So that's how her name kind of developed.
Nice. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I like the name 671.
It makes sense. Now it makes sense. When I hear it, it makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, huh, what's this? Like Chinese name, but
also it sounds like she's number 671. You know,
yes.
they have thousands more, but she's 670.
You know, that's the thing. There are thousands more. That's
yeah,
the thing.
but yeah, exactly.
No, the Chinese scene is crazy. So I would say 671, and then also want to include like all the other crazy big girls from China, because I was able to work with a lot of them these last few weeks. And bro, it's amazing. It's amazing, bro. And I asked 671, I was like, why all the big girls in China can do air flare? And she had a good answer. She was like, because if I can do 1, then the other big girls will see and they will be like, they can do 2, and then I can do 3. And then, you know, so there's like a strong competition internally.
So that's how you get better.
That is how you get better. And yeah, and then when you see them all practice and do their thing, it's crazy. So yeah, for B girls, there's definitely some other B girls. You know, India's doing great, Vanessa's doing great. You know, there's so many B girls that are doing really great job. But for me at the moment, Firebird and 671, you know, they really lift up the bar for the B girls.
Definitely, man. When you see 671 in the final, still throwing the hardest power and not repeating herself, come on.
She's a machine. She's a machine. She's a little machine.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard even for B-boys to beat her.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I got a video. I recorded a video with her last week. Still have to edit the video, put it online. Maybe by the time this is online, it would be available on the YouTube.
We will link the channel anyways. So yeah, 5 of your favorite DJs. Doesn't matter, battle, maybe party DJ.
Oh, definitely break DJs. Let's give a big shout out to Voodoo. Yeah, let's go for Voodoo. I love that era, man. Lacey, oh man,
mixtape. Oh, rest in peace, Lacey.
You know, Renegade did some good stuff. Nobunaga, Jabel, DJ Jabel. So many, man. You know, I'm not a big fan of the beats that are coming out these days. You know, the Red Bull beats.
Mhm.
So I prefer, let's say, the DJ Voodoo era
Mhm.
would have you know, this mixtape with the Shaolin kind of.
Yeah, yeah, this is legendary, bro. This is
Yeah, what's the name of that? Enter the Bricks.
Battle Tactics. Battle Tactics.
Oh, Battle Tactics. I remember when it was called Enter the Bricks. Side A and B.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Where you hear him, where you hear like Bruce Lee style. Wow, wow.
Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Bro,
This
I love this mixtape.
and there is the Battle Tactics where all the OGs speak. On one mix, Storm speaks in German. On one, Crazy speaks in Italian. You heard it for sure. You heard it for sure.
2011. Yeah, I see it right here. I'm gonna put it on in my next practice session.
Bro, it's Battle Tactics. This crazy. DJ Ben, this era, DJ Ben.
Oh yes, DJ Ben. Very a lot of disco beats.
Oh, I love disco. DJ T.
Ice T.
Ben, from Japan, DJ T.
DJ T. No, that I'm not familiar with DJ
He
T.
also played in this time a lot Battle of the Years.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Oh, then I'd probably know a lot of his
You know
tracks.
him for sure, brother. You know him for sure.
Yes, yes.
So, 5 of your favorite events you attended.
Well, number one, don't even have to think about this. Block party in Denver, Colorado.
I saw clips of that of these battles.
This is amazing.
What made it so special?
Bro, what made this so special is on the first things first, the location is outdoors in this small town in Colorado between the mountains. So when you look around, it's like beautiful mountains and all these kind of things. People have an amazing energy, and people from all over the world, but a lot of American people, but from all styles. Crumpers, poppers, lockers, breakers, everybody coming together and making these teams of 5, all different styles. And then the DJ would play, you know, all types of music, but good choice. Good choice, you know what I mean? And then you have
like the funny stuff, like all of a sudden Britney Spears something, hit me baby.
Yeah, it would happen that there would be some funny stuff
Okay.
left and right, but
Yeah.
sometimes it would just be some, you know, people would, I don't know if it's the people that are different, but it wouldn't matter what they would play, the people would feel it, and any dancer that would go in would make the best out of it. And they would, like, you know how many times it happened at this event that you know, somebody killed a round and everybody come in and bro, it was just like one time after the other this would happen during the event. It was amazing. Like, even until now, I look back at this event and I say, man, this was one of the best experiences of my life.
How did you go to Colorado, Denver? I mean, you got invited, or how did it came up?
So we had the guys that organized this event. They were actually in Belgium. They came to Belgium and they stayed here, did a little trip, go to IBE, and they actually joined us also on our kids camp.
Oh, nice.
So they got to meet everyone, and then after that, yeah, I got invited as an MC because he was at IBE, saw me as an MC. So yeah, I want you to come to.
Perfect.
And then we managed a little deal to bring 5 students.
Ooh.
And then the year after that, we went again. We brought everyone because I came back and I told everyone next year everyone is going. Everybody gotta, you know, witness this. You gotta be part of this because these are the events that really make you fall in love with the dancing.
So you went there twice?
Yes, twice. And the second edition was well, they kind of changed the event a bit, but it was amazing.
But the first time you went there, this was
amazing. And I also so the thing is that it's a jam, but there's like no rules almost. It's like very free, very open, and it works. Because I was the MC and the Ruggeds were there and they were looking for extra dancer. I'm like, yeah, can I join them? And the organizer was like, yeah, do whatever you want, man. So
yeah.
Join the Ruggeds, MC'd at the same time. It was, bro, it was crazy, man.
And in Colorado, they have new laws, right?
Yes, amazing laws.
Yeah. Nice.
No, a really crazy vibe.
Nice, nice. And what was the name of the event?
Block party.
Just simple block party.
Yeah, block party. Organized by it's a school. It was a school, but also a place you could kind of hang out. Block 1750
Mhm.
was the name of the school, and then they organized that.
Ah,
But
nice. Okay.
if you're gonna look on YouTube, you go in block party Colorado, you're gonna see a lot of these round. Like, to be honest, 70% of the battles you will watch from this event will be a very good video. Just give it some time, you know. Dancers have to still get into it, but bro, I like whoever's watching this. Trust me, I've seen a lot of events. This is high quality
We'll put
stuff. Nobody
we'll
knows
put
about
the
it.
link.
It's very secret.
We'll put
Yeah,
the link down low for all the people to watch it.
watch it. Link down low. Yes.
You want to talk about other events too, or fuck the others events?
Bro, I'm gonna give a shout out to Battle of the Year because they still now in 2023 still
Crazy, crazy.
we just did the qualifier last week, 2 weeks ago.
And both of your crews won.
Bro, we won with the adults. We won the adults category, and with the kids, we won the kids
Congrats.
category.
Congrats.
So we going. The whole family is going to Japan, bro. Like I'm telling you, man. These last 2 years, it's one blessing after the other. It's really.
You couldn't even plan it better. You couldn't even plan it better.
You know, actually, I was making the preparation for the routine, the show, and I told everyone, listen, everybody is now in Battle Joy is making new sets, you know, in a little bit of an evolution process. So I told them, guys, we're gonna go to Battle of the Year, we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose. This is gonna make us angry. In 2024, we're gonna come, we're gonna smack them. It already happened this year, man. 2023. It was like, oh shit, man. And now I gotta make a new show for 2 new shows for the Japan.
You will do completely new ones?
Yes, I think so, because the kids show have to be upgraded, definitely, because now we're gonna be against the Chinese kids or the Japanese kids. And then for the adult shows, I actually was making a show recently. Bro, this show, I can maybe show you this show here. Anyways, we were working on a new show. Beautiful. Like, really, I put my heart and soul into the artistic creation of this show. But then I realized in Japan, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We really need to make a new show, very strong energy.
Okay. Okay.
It's going to be made somewhere in September because
so you do all the choreographing and all the music choice, or how does it work?
Yeah, I do everything, literally everything. The creation of routines. Now slowly the older team, they're learning how it's done. You
can tell them, hey, do something together, create something.
Yes. Especially if we have like an arsenal of routines, right? Like the tricks, we have the names, we have systems to organize everything. We have a lot of stuff. So what I would do is I would say, okay, for this 5-on-5 that's coming, we're gonna take this routine, and you make the structure and fix that.
Nice.
Yeah, team. But the shows, yes, I choose the music, choose the theme, make the choreography, and I love choreographing. I love it. I love to, especially in breaking, it's very rare to see good choreography.
But this is the best thing about breaking. With your brothers and sisters, you do a show together. This is the best thing, man.
I agree.
All the days in the lab creating and everything, and then finally after 3 months you practice. He presses play, and then you put everything. Man, it's the best feeling. It's the best.
So that's why I want to definitely include Battle of the Year, man. Like Battle of the Year. No Battle of the Year. Battle of the Year changed my life. So up to today.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I will support Battle of the Year until I die. And Thomas knows this. Thomas is the organizer.
Yes.
For people that would not know, I tell every time I see him, I always show him my gratitude. I'm always saying thank you for still being here. Thank you for still giving real crews something to work towards too.
Battle of the Year is just legendary, yeah.
And I believe that now we're maybe in a little bit of dip when it comes to crews, but I think it's going to come back.
Yeah, definitely. The trend shows this. The trend shows that the crews are coming back. Definitely.
2 more years, but when it comes back, we're going to be ready for it.
Definitely. 5 of your favorite moments when you battled.
Ooh.
Maybe 5 best rounds or something happened in a routine.
I'm gonna say freestyle session. This one, freestyle session. I won it with a student. This was already a time that the students were coming good enough for me to battle with them.
Nice.
And we won this one in Turkey. And then we could go to the final of the freestyle session. And this one was for me very important because this was the first battle I won after my back surgery.
Ooh, then you knew you can still do it.
Yes, and it was a very, very good feeling because 3 years out of the game, 3 years no battling and everything, and then got the operation, and then slowly coming back, training, and then making again the rounds, the sets, and then managed to pull this one off. So that was like really like felt very happy, and I hope to get this feeling again. You know, with that, win another good jam, just to prove yourself everything is possible.
Also, it motivates.
Oh yeah, having a goal, working towards this goal, definitely more. I'm probably gonna join the battle droids in the battle of the year in November.
Well, of course, everybody. I think nobody will be surprised if they see you dancing. Also.
Yeah. Because I'm, still make some Instagram videos now and then. Still, still moving.
Of course, man. This is, bro. This is everything. Everything of all of this came from your mind. So why would anybody, talk shit about this or think about, hey, why would he dance with them or anything,
Yeah, when I battle with the battle droids crew, I get called out a lot for like being.
Bro, come on, this all people crying,
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, everybody of these people, if they would have experienced all of this, like creating this, starting to teach them, they come on a level, you start to battling with them, everybody would do this. Come on, man. Come on.
Of course. Basically, also a little bit the reason why I did it in the beginning. It was like, hey, almost don't have a crew anymore. I need a crew to rely on.
This is yours. This is yours to cherish. You know what I mean? So take something for you too, man.
They just can't admit it.
Nice. Any others, or maybe you have a round in your head where you knew, oh my God, this was maybe the hardest battle round you throw? Like,
well, there were definitely some rounds that I'm definitely I'm happy about, but maybe a little bit too humble to say, oh, there I really killed it this place or this place. Okay. There's always always something to improve, but I have to say that the recent years, maybe the battles I did 2 years ago, between 1 and 2 years ago before this injury, maybe some of my best, because the experience, and I've reached a time where I don't have to prove myself as much, so I relax more and I really focus more on the music. And it just, when I sometimes, okay, maybe Red Bull BC1 Belgium 2020 or 2019, maybe right before the COVID hit, here really feeling very relaxed, enjoying the dance a lot, and almost made it to the final.
Nice.
Almost made it to the final. I wanted to, first time I only won the Belgium Red Bull once in 2010. Nice. And after it, maybe 7 times semifinal. Like, so maybe next year I can maybe win it.
Watch out, kids. This year you stay at home. Papa is going to go back.
Oh, man. Now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, all these students that are now at a high level, bro. What have I done?
For you, because you are a very good and known teacher all around the world, 5 of your favorite teachers.
Bro, some random guys from Japan, from China, and from Russia. I don't know these coaches, man, but I see their work. For example, oh, what's the guy? For sure, the guy that teaches Malish. he gets tagged in a lot of the messages.
Danger Lennox, I think it.
Yes, well, there's two coaches for Malish because he went back and forth. I don't know the exact story, but well, let's just say the coach from Malish, the two coaches from Malish. Then there's like, oh, there's this B girl. I should have mentioned her in my favorite B girls. Smale, little Smale. I don't know, small blonde girl doing crazy strength.
Ah,
The Smale Devil,
Small Devil, Smale Devil.
her. I see their surroundings. They have all the kids with a high level. So for sure, whoever's teaching them, shout out to you. I see it. And then like these Japan, you know, the crew from Issei came from like a big kids crew.
They had the crazy showcase.
Yes, the red t-shirts.
Yes.
So their coach, the guy was called Shubang.
Okay.
And Shubang was with Issei at Raw Circles.
Ah, the guy who does the flip on the yeah.
Yes, he was the coach from this whole team. So shout out to him.
Yes,
definitely shout out to him. And then, bro, in China, there's some guys they're doing a really good job as well, man. Like you see the Chinese kids. Bro, I was judging 2 Chinese events, and the kids battle, bro, were. I have a video of this. You should check it. Like these kids are amazing. Something like that is the name of the video, bro. Like I show some B girls, small B girl, air flare, 6 years old, right? Air flare, stop, other direction, air flare.
Easy,
bro.
Easy.
All the B girls, air flares. Then you had some like heavy kids, you know, kids with a lot of weight. Bro, air flare, not one, like 3 or 4 of these kids during the event. And then I make like a compilation of like the qualifiers. It's just so like just short moments. Pop, 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 pop. One kid after the other, crazy stuff. Style, power move, flow. Bro, hundreds of kids, man. And the people behind this, they have my biggest respect.
Man,
like, really.
I heard that there's events in the pre-selection is 1,000 poppers.
Oh yeah, I would definitely not.
What? 1,000 poppers? How do you want to select from 1,000 poppers?
How are you gonna do that? Well, you know, it's not our problem, right? Let them figure it out.
Thank God I only come to events as MCs. And of course, you're also an MC. So give me your 5 favorite MCs.
I give you number 1, Ivan.
Urban action figure.
Is the energy master. Because he's jumping
Everywhere.
from here to there, doing the windmills with the microphone.
The flips over the stage.
Ivan, bro. I even heard one time he went to the toilet and he had the mic on him and he was in the toilet taking a piss and he was like, yeah, keep it flowing, keep it rocking, you know. Bro,
I need to ask him when I see him. I need to ask him.
And then some other MCs. You definitely made me laugh, man. You got some funny jokes.
Please don't
Funny jokes.
be in this list. Thank you.
The joke about Ty not being.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew you will say it.
There was another one. There was another really good joke you made the other event.
I talk so much bullshit, bro. Sometimes,
yeah, but I like that.
Yes.
I like that because
you know, I got good feedback in France when I hosted from DJ One Up. He said everything is so intense, you know. Everybody has pressure. Everybody wants the points. Everything, you know, press da. And then I'm emceeing and I make jokes, and I give you 3 seconds of laughter, you know, and everybody can
relax a little bit,
breathe a little bit, relax, you know, and then when it's time to battle, there again, you
put
know.
it in. Yeah.
So I try to do this, you know, try to make out of the serious situation, make it more.
No, you're right. And we need that because breaking come from a vibe.
Yes.
You know, why are you all serious about it? Bro, you made a joke about your eyes. something with your eyes. Yeah, I don't remember what it was,
Oh,
man.
this was some spontaneous shit then. This
Oh
was.
yeah, definitely, definitely.
I have some regular jokes I do, but many times I just talk bullshit.
Yeah, but that's the best part. Just
Nice.
you know, we're
Nice.
there a whole day from the morning to the evening, and you know, you need that kind of.
Yeah, because it gets also like a little boring with the time. I mean, how long can you watch Breakers break? You know, I love breaking, but after 8 hours, I don't want to watch it anymore.
Especially the Olympic format, the round robin,
Yeah.
two ciphers at
But
the same time.
the real battles like we used to know. You know what I mean? And I hate when the dancers always watch on the screen, you know. It destroys all the energy. Destroys all the energy. But yeah, I'm not battling, so yeah. Brother, we are already doing 90 minutes and it felt like this.
Wow, it
Crazy,
felt like 10 seconds. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy. I just want to finish it up with talking about more about you as a teacher because you're doing an amazing job. I want to say it again. And you created your own YouTube channel. And
Yes,
on
sir.
this channel, you started with teaching, right? And now you also do like vlogs, like you said before. You go to big events, show it from your perspective. And so, how is your YouTube channel doing, and what gave you the spark to start it?
So I wanted to. I actually made an air flare tutorial a long time ago, 2010. I made a air flare tutorial after learning the air flare myself because I was a long time. I did not know how to. You know, it was very hard for me to learn the air flare. And then once I learned it, I figured out there were some tricks and some techniques that nobody were talking about. So in that time, I already made a air flare tutorial. I always had a little bit of passion for film, acting, video editing. Always loved doing these kind of things.
Mhm.
So back then I made it, and then from that moment, made a few more videos. And in the back of my mind, I was like, oh, I had this vision of creating like this professional YouTube channel and just being on it, making videos and entertaining people and also sharing knowledge.
Nice.
And in 2000, right before the COVID hit, there was some difficult times for me. I went through a lot of stuff um and realized that I it's important to be able to count on yourself sometimes, not too much count on other people. So that was the moment I saw it just felt right to start the YouTube channel at that point. And I was lucky because it was the perfect moment, because right after I started it, maybe 6 months after, I already had like 15, 20 videos already circulating, doing very
Nice.
well in the beginning. COVID hit.
Mhm.
And then when the COVID hit, that was perfect because all of a sudden I had this huge availability in time
Yes.
for battles,
Yes.
teaching, just at home.
Yes.
So I would just go record videos
Yes.
and produce.
Mhm.
And it's speed up the whole thing. And now today I sell online programs.
Nice.
So people that watch, for example, my beginner videos, they
Mhm.
can learn a lot of stuff, right, for free. And
Mhm.
then if they want more, they want like the full 1 hour beginner package, they can buy it for like 30 euros. And there's like other packages for air flares,
Mhm.
and the newest one is like the flare masterclass, all different exercises to clean up your flare and really.
You build a business out of it.
I definitely built a business out of it. And for a long time, I also did the online coaching. So you
Nice.
could book online coaching with me, and then I would coach you. But I stopped those because there's just no more time, and it's a lot of effort. It's a lot of effort, and hopefully in the future I can do them again. But at this point right now, it's just.
So you have a fixed schedule for your channel, or how do you decide when and what to upload?
So I should, but it all has to do with how much availability I have. When I'm in China, I usually have more time available for um, creating and editing. For example, now I have 4 videos that are in editing mode. I'm kind of working on them all at the same time, and then I'll probably upload them with like maybe a few days, like 4 days in between.
Yes.
That's but in the beginning it was more consistent, especially during COVID. It was very
Of course,
consistent.
because you can also plan your time and everything.
Yes, it was like 2 videos a week, and I would just keep doing that. And the
Yeah.
YouTube channel grew very fast.
Yeah, this is this consistency, right? You
Yeah.
have to be real consistent, and then you can grow it. It's I also try. It's really hard because I do the I started with the radio show, you know, that like podcasts.
Podcast,
And
yeah.
now now this is season 4. I started now, and I did now every week since episode 1, season 4. Every week I upload a podcast, and I also try to do the news. And I had like 6 weeks where I could upload it every week, you know. But it's so time consuming. There is so many battles. Bro, there is a WDSF event. There is a Things Camp. There is 6 categories with 400 dancers. And I have to watch all this footage, you know. And because I don't want to just talk about the final. You know, the winner is this. You know, most of the time, the crazy things happens in the top 8 or in the semifinal or in the pre-selection, you know. So it's crazy.
Yeah, I understand totally. Yeah.
So hard. It's so hard to be consistent, but yeah, I try my best.
Yeah, that's a big part of the.
Yeah, and also in breaking, we don't really have media,
No.
you know. And I take my example. I take like how can you say, not inspiration, but I watch a lot of MMA, you know.
Yep.
And there is a reporter. He's called Ariel Helvani. And when there is a big event at the weekend, on Monday, he has the winner in his show.
Wow.
And I tried to build something like this, you know? You know what I mean? For example,
a really nice concept.
I had some legends now. I had Kareem is still coming up, Reveal. I had, then I had Box One. Then I will do a podcast with the winner from the African Cup. I plan one with Sunny. She's from the Pan American Cup, you know. So I tried to do like this. I did one with Tiro because he won the wild card.
Yep.
OBC one. So I tried to bring like a media into breaking.
No, yeah, you're right, man. And we need more of that. We need
Yes.
definitely need more of that.
Yes.
Yes. It's a great idea. It's a great idea.
I have a crazy idea. But it's still in the works, so I cannot talk about it. I will talk offline. I will tell you, but I cannot say anything public right now.
Behind closed doors.
So yeah, brother, crazy time was like this. I think we could still talk 2 or 3 more hours. But what's really nice to get to know you more. I didn't know you're from Wales and everything. That's why your English is so good. I always thought, why is his English so good? Now I know. Of course, for the viewers, please comment who you want to see next. Give us a thumbs up. It goes a long way for the channel. Like the video for the algorithm. Yeah. And if you want to show full support, you can go now to Patreon. You can become a patron. Yeah, support us every month. We are 17 strong gang members, so you can also become a warrior. We will soon do another giveaway. We did a lot in the beginning, but we will do for sure another one. And yeah, Sambo, you have any last words and shout outs?
Brother, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for being a good human being. I want to thank you for having a good positive energy and for doing good things for the scene and getting the right information out there. And props to you and your work, because I appreciate people that put in effort, and you are putting in effort.
Yes.
And helping other people. So
Yeah.
I wish you the best, and I just want to thank you. It was
thank you so much.
good to be here. We had some good talk.
Yes.
And yeah, can't wait to watch this video again. And
yeah. And there will be for sure another edition with Sambo as guest.
Let's maybe after the Olympics. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, for sure, brother. For sure. China will make a lot of noise also with your involvement. So we will see Sambo again for sure. So yeah, thank you, Sambo. And that was your favorite Bboy host with your favorite Bboy show. Peace.